Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy. In the last episode, well, I'm your host, Sega Girl MB for one thing, but in the last episode, we went so the Ghostly Galaxy isn't, the Prankster Comet isn't there yet. Well, anyways, we finished up a few more missions over in the Ghostly Galaxy, and along with another side mission in another galaxy that we previously visited. So I guess before I can do anything with the Comet, I guess we're going to go ahead and do the boss of this one. So we're going to do Bowser Jr.'s Airship Armada. There goes Mario flying into the camera again. Like the opening of Aladdin. Too close. A little too close. Alright, sinking the airships. You know, it's actually, like, really, really funny because of the fact that, like, before Mario Galaxy, we hadn't seen the airships from Mario 3 in, like, a really long time. So I think, like, everybody was, like, really excited when they brought back, the airships in, like, a 3D environment. I think that's what everybody got, like, really excited for. Alright. So, we want to head on into this cannon over here. Go ahead and take aim right about there. Through the hoop. Oh, he shoots and he scores! Gonna slide on down like so. Be careful for these robots that are shooting the lasers. You don't want to get too overzealous with the way that you're jumping. You can't get me from here. Take out that Magic Koopa, and then... Oh, hey, there's Lumily again. Hey, thanks for the 6-rune star, little guy. Anyways. Or girl. Whichever they may be. Frickin' Wigglers. So, to get rid of Wigglers, all you need to do is just ground pound the ground, and then just go ahead and bop them by jumping on top of them. I wonder what's over here. Yeah, it's just a question block with some star bits, so not terribly exciting. I didn't mean to go back on the pole, but... Oh, hey, Captain Toad! Like, whoa, my dude! Isn't it cool that you're gonna get your own game in a few years? Anyway, Mario, you finally made it. I was starting to worry. You're finally here. Oh, man. Like, zoinks. Anyways. Oh, just a random Mandibug. I knew you guys were evil. You guys were working for Bowser. Ah! I didn't even mean to walk off the edge there. It just so happened that... Oh, well, at least I'm just right back here. Like, I mean, like, that's fine. I was just trying to get the star bits, man. The star bits, they betray me. Everybody betray me. I'm fed up with this world. Right, this section could be a little bit tricky. If you really want to, you can... Oh my god, don't spin like that, please. I was gonna fall off again. If you really want to, you can use star bits to shoot the cannonballs, like as I've shown previously in like other videos, but it's not 100% necessary. They're very easy to dodge. Alright, Bowser Jr., what do you got to say? You don't just give up. Oh yeah, fine then. I guess I'll just whoop you myself. You want this Grand Star so bad, you're gonna have to take it from me. Well, I will take it from you. Thank you very much, and I will do so with pleasure. I'm gonna throw a Koopa shell at you. How does it feel like to be used by your own kind? Because you are a Koopa, aren't you? You know, your father's the king of the Koopas. And in fact, in Japan, he is also named King Koopa. Wow, did that actually hit him? I'm legitimately surprised that actually hit him. Alright, that's 3 hits so far. I honestly, when I was looking at that shell, I legitimately thought that was... Whoa! Wowzers! Jeez. I almost expected the goofy yell to go off. Alright. Face forward. Go ahead and use your shell. Again. Don't get cocky. Ah! No, get away from me. Wait, is that it? Wow, that was... You know, considering the fact that I was almost about to die just now, that was very anticlimactic. But, I mean, whatever. We got the Grand Star, like I care. You got a Grand Star. I love how in the second game, when they used an orchestra to do that rendition of the song, they had to bring it down a key, just so that way they could actually make it sound like, I don't know the word for it because I don't know music terminology or notation or anything like that. I'm not very experienced with it. I have a lot of musician friends and people who are always talking about music, like, because they actually write music, but I know next to nothing about music. Just the fact that I like listening to... Ah, there's the Daredevil comment. See, I was waiting for you to pop up, you sucker. Thanks to you and your friends, all of the domes on the lower level are working again. Once the engine room on the upper level has power, the whole observatory will be working. Then, the Comet Observatory will fly as a starship once again. And you will be able to fly to your special one in the center of the universe. Sweet deal. Sweet deal indeed. So, it really does feel like we're actually making a lot of progress, because it's like, that's one thing that I really love about the hub world in this game, is that the more stars you collect, the more livelier it becomes. So, you really do kind of feel like you're making progress in terms of, like, actually getting closer and closer to the end of the game. And I think that's one thing that I am always going to love over the second game. Like, there's nothing wrong with the way that it presents itself, where you just, like, point, you click, you go to the galaxy. But it's like, seeing this place become more and more alive, but with your actions, like, as a player, I think that's just a really, really great feeling. So anyway, we're finally going to take on what I've seen some people say is one of the hardest stars in the game. And again, I'm going to show you guys, if I'm a little bit more careful this time, I will show you guys that it's not as bad as I think it's made out to be. Just because of the fact that and again, this comes from the fact that I've been playing this game for years now, like over and over and over again. So for all I know, it probably is like just a sense of skill compared to like most Mario games. But I don't know though, because it's like, I love Mario Galaxy, but I am absolutely like terrible at Mario Sunshine. And yet I think Mario Sunshine is like the hardest 3D Mario game out there. Okay, get these two. 1, 2. Oh, he's gonna throw a rock at me. Oh no! Sticks and stones may break my bone. You know, there was actually legitimately one time when, like, people, like, actually, like, called me, sorry for me using the F word here. I remember, like, somebody actually, like, called me a fag one time. And, like, and said that I want to beat you with a stone. So, like, literally they were trying to use sticks and stones, like, against me. And I thought it was the funniest effing thing ever, because of the fact that it's like, if that's really, like, the best insult that you have for me, then, I mean, like, oh man, can't wait to see what other zingers you come up with. What are you going to tell me next? That I'm a poopy head? I'm going to tell you, like, for a fact, if you're ever wanting to do content creation or stuff like that, like, here on the internet, having a thick skin is definitely a part of it. But I think you become desensitized to all of the things that people say online after a while, because it's like, I will say right now, oh, nice. We still somehow managed to get the double hit on there. So, again, you just have to be patient and wait for... Oh, God! Whoa, man! Thankfully, he gives you more than enough time. If he does a punch like that, yeah, you can just go ahead. Like, his stuff is all really, really slow. So, I mean, like, I don't really think you're gonna die easily. Boom. Yeah, because we've already gotten to the final phase. So, go ahead and get this guy. And... yeah, there we go. Literally did it on the first try without taking any sort of damage. Nice. But yeah, honestly, because I'm going to tell you this right now. Like, I do not have thick skin, like, in the slightest. You know, I get easily upset whenever anybody makes any sort of comment about me. But I think, like, the older that I've gotten, the more desensitized that I've gotten to the things that people have said to me, because a lot of people have said really, really awful things about me in the past. So it's like once you get over that initial hump, I mean, people can say anything about you, and honestly, it just doesn't surprise you anymore. Like, I don't think it, like, I think in order for me to get upset now, I think people have to say something, like, bad about other people that matter to me, or they have to hit on a certain insecurity that I have in order for me to, like, really be affected by it. But anyways, we're heading on over to the next, the final dome here on the bottom floor. Enemy base has been spotted. We're detecting massive energy spikes. What are they doing there? Alright, going ahead, let's zoom out a little bit. This is the bedroom. This, my friends, this right here has some of the best galaxies in the entire game. Like, full stop. I'm not even gonna like exaggerate. Almost all of these galaxies are some of my absolute favorites. And then, of course, we're going to go ahead and open up the boss level as well. So to end off this episode, just so that way we can start fresh on, like, all the other galaxies in the next one, I'm going to go ahead and end things off over here with the Honeyclimb Galaxy. So we'll go ahead and, so I guess apparently we're going to be getting a little bit more experience with the Bee Mushroom. So that way we can become Bee Mario. Scaling the sticky wall. Now, this is a side galaxy that I think, like, really kind of takes advantage of. I'm glad that Bee Mario isn't just a one-off, that they relegated to just one galaxy. They were like, okay, no, we can actually come up with more... We can come up with more platforming ideas and stuff like that that are true to the nature of Mario. While being, you know, while experimenting with something new. So I legitimately love that, you know, they came up with, like, another, like, tiny little side galaxy. And they also did the same thing, too, with, in Mario Galaxy 2, they brought back the Bee Mushroom. So, or, Bee Mario, the Bee Suit. And, I love that they... Whoa, God. So, if you ever feel that you're gonna fall off to some certain extent, you can always jump and you can hover on over. You will regain your fly meter just by sticking to the wall. So don't be afraid to experiment with, Oh, I love this bit too, because you can get, like, a ton of star bits in that one little section when you're flying. Yeah, look at that. Look at that! We got, like, wow, that is a lot. Oh, no. Look out for the meteors. Go ahead and go past it that way. Oh, God. Go ahead and collect those star bits over that way. Yeah, you're definitely going to want to jump over in this particular section here, so that way you don't get hurt. I think, like, preferably, like, tapping the jump button is probably the best way to get through that section. Okay, this part right here, this can be a little bit tricky. I'm pretty sure that yeah, this is the bit that has, like, the mandibugs on it. So you really want to be careful here because you're going to be the most vulnerable. Luckily, if you do get within vicinity of the mandibugs, they're only going to be able to move, like, one square or one hexagon above you. So if you're jumping often, yeah, they're not going to be able to reach out and grab you. Ah! Oh my God, that was... Wow! Get over there! Get over there! I was helpless for, like, a split second. Yeah, we got this. We got this, man. We got this by the ass. Alright, so here, exclusively, because they put, like, all of these coins and everything like that, you have to glide on up. You have to fly on up. Jeez, look at these giant mandibugs. Again, not too hard, not too difficult. Very light, very easy. But I love that they're always coming up with, like, new ways to use all the different power-ups and everything like that in new stages, whether it be, like, through one-off little galaxies like that, or, you know, so on and so forth. It's just a really, really fun time. Alright, that completes that galaxy. 150 star bits. We're finally getting back on up in terms of our numbers, because That last Hungry Luma completely wiped out our reservoir in terms of those 600 that it needed to get fed. But in the next one, in the next episode, we're going to go ahead and finally explore everything that the bedroom has to offer. Oh god, I don't even know which galaxy I want to start with next. Do I want to go to Dusty Dune? Do I want to go to Freeze Flame? Do I want to go to Gusty Garden? Oh man, it's hard for me to decide because I love all three of these. But yeah, in the next one, we're going to go ahead and explore more of this dome and clean it out with whatever stars that we can find. So I will see you guys then. Take care, everybody.